Hey guys, so recently I just went from averaging 9.999 to 8.999 in a grand total of 5 weeks. You might be wondering how I did that, and that's because I developed this new practice method that I used all throughout those 5 weeks, and I'm still using now, and my improvement isn't showing any signs of slowing down. Just for comparison, when I was doing slow solves as my main method of practice, I went from sub 11 to sub 10 in about 5 months. So this method of practice really works really well. Now, just a disclaimer, this probably won't do much for you if you aren't averaging 12 or 13 seconds or faster. If you're averaging anything over 15 seconds, this really won't be useful at all because a lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing is going to be pretty advanced and you probably won't be able to do it yet. When you do become a little faster, you can come back and check this video out, and I'm sure it'll help you then. Also, slow solves still work really well. This does not work by itself. This is just something new that I came up with that works really, really well, along with other things mixed in. So I'm just going to do a quick overview of the practice method, and then after that I'll do a few example solves to help you guys understand it a little better. So the first step of this method is to plan cross plus 1, like that. Then you're going to inspect for your next two F2L pairs, like that. And then now I'm going to predict my EO, and I believe this is going to be an L case. This is pretty hard to do. Yeah, really with EO it's just experience. Now I'm going to predict OLL right before I insert this last pair. So I believe I'm going to get the lefty F double sexy F prime case. Yep. And then 3 or 4 moves away from finishing your OLL, you're going to try to predict PLL. So I think right here I'm going to get an A perm. And I did. So basically this is just a bunch of predicting your entire solve, but stopping at a few points during the solve because obviously you can't one look an entire 3x3 solve. Now I'm just going to do 2 example solves to show you guys what's running through my mind as I'm doing something like this. So I'll have the scrambles at the top of the screen here. Okay, so for the scramble, first thing I do is plan cross, and I see I can do F prime, R prime, B prime, F prime, and that'll solve these 3 pieces. And then I could just do a D2, R2, D to solve this piece. That's not the best cross in the world. And actually, okay, so this is going to be a pretty easy first pair. So the cross being bad doesn't bother me too much. So once I do the F prime, R prime, that'll pair these 2 up like that. And then when I do the F prime, B prime, that's just going to put this pair up here. And then when I insert this blue edge, I'm just going to move it out of the way so I can finish inserting the edge and then move the crossover. And then I'll just insert that edge. Now this next part is going to be really hard for some people, but this is actually pretty easy once you get used to it. So if you're averaging around 12-ish seconds, believe it or not, you probably already can do this. So you're going to inspect for your next 2 pairs. And so you're going to try to find an easy pair like this one. This is going to be my first pair. And then you're going to find another pair and track where those pieces will go while solving the first pair. So I'm going to do a U and then R, U, R prime, and that'll pair these 2 pieces up, the red and green. And then the pair is going to be over here. And then in doing that, the U will bring this corner over here. And then the R will hide it in the bottom, so I'll do a U and then R prime, and that'll just bring the corner back to the top layer. Then I will do a U prime and insert the pair. So the U prime will just bring this corner back over here, and then inserting the pair will just hide the corner, and then the corner will just come back up when I'm done inserting. And if I thought all of that correctly, this corner is just going to end up right back where it is, and obviously the edge doesn't move. Just like that, and indeed, it is the exact same. And now here, like I mentioned earlier, predicting your EO is something that just comes with a lot of experience, and so I can't really walk you through how I think it. I just kind of guess and guess right. That makes no sense, but trust me, predicting EO is something that comes with a lot of experience, and by the time you're averaging about 12 seconds, again, believe it or not, you probably already have a bit of this skill. So for this, I'm going to have a dot case, but I'm going to insert with a sledgehammer, so that'll give me an L. Now I'm going to try to predict my OLL, and for sledgehammers, this is pretty easy because none of this back here is affected. This whole 2x2 block stays the exact same. So I'm going to have one corner facing up and two edges flipped. And then for the sledgehammer, obviously, these two edges are going to be oriented. And so really I'm just tracking these three corners. So I believe this corner is going to be over here, and it's going to have yellow in front. And then this corner will go to the back here with yellow in the back. This one's going to end up here with yellow facing the right. So I'm just going to have an L here, this one piece facing up here, and then a bar here. And I do have that. And then a few moves from being done with OLL, you're going to try to predict your PLL. And so first I'm going to start by tracking the corners and try and find their permutation. I see that this corner and this corner are going to both have orange on the right. And so the way I tracked that was this is just going to go up here, and then it's going to do a U prime, which will bring it over here. And then the U prime for this corner will bring it over here, and then the F prime will just put it here. And so orange will be on the left for both of them. And then for this corner, green is going to be on the right, but for this corner, blue is going to be on the right. And I'm basically just tracking those the exact same way. So PLL is going to be an adjacent swap, and I know that because these two corners aren't going to separate from each other, and then these two corners will come together after the R prime U prime, and the R prime will bring this piece down, and the U prime will bring this over, and so we'll have the blue sticker next to the red sticker. And since these aren't opposites and these aren't opposites, I am not going to have a diag swap, and since they're not solved, I'm not going to have an EPLL, so it's going to be an adjacent swap. And now I just have to look for the edges and where they're going to go. And typically I just track bars. So this bar is going to stay the same. I see this is going to make a bar when I do the R prime U prime. So the blue stickers will be together, and then this orange sticker will be next to the red sticker, and that bar will go over here. So I think I'm going to have a T perm, and I do. Alright, and now for the second example solve, again, scramble on the top of the screen. So this cross is going to be pretty easy, I guess. So I'll just do F R prime, which will put this piece down on the cross next to the red. And then I'll just do D to align the cross. And then I'll just do F2 R prime, which will solve the orange piece. And then an F prime to finish it with the green piece. And then during all of that, this pair won't move at all. So it's going to be my first one. And then I'll just go right into that pair. And now I'm going to try and find my next two pairs. And this is a situation where I do a little something different. So that happens to solve this pair. So I'm going to try and inspect for my next two pairs like you normally would, but I'm also going to attempt to do EO at the same time. So right off the bat, I can tell that I'm not going to rotate, and I'm not going to use any F or B moves, so my EO is going to stay the exact same as it is now, with just two pieces already oriented. So I can start by setting this up for a 3-move insert, and that's not going to change this pair in the back because I'm going to do U prime, R, U prime, R prime. And so this won't change at all. And then when I insert this pair into the back slot, that'll take this out, and it's just going to put it up over here, and it's going to look the exact same. So just imagine that this is a pair already solved, and it's just going to come up and go over here. These two pieces are just going to move here. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. So white's going to be on top, and orange is going to be on top. And so you should be able to tell what case I'm going to have. And so now for EO, like I said, I'm going to have two edges oriented. This is going to be pretty hard, but I believe I'm going to get an L case. Yeah, I hope I actually do get an L case. And I will, actually. So I was wrong. I am actually going to do a rotation to insert this pair, but I am going to get an L case. So this OLL is pretty easy to predict. So this bar is just going to connect with this bar, and then I'll have a 2x2 block in the back here. And then this bar is just going to move down, and then it's going to stay there for the U, and then the L will just bring it back up. And then this bar is just going to move over here. And then the corner is going to go here with the L prime, here with the U, and then here with the L. So I'm going to have a 2x2 block here, one corner facing up here, and then two bars on the side. So this is going to be that really easy 9-move case. Like that. And then a few moves away from being done with the algorithm, we're going to try to predict PLL. So you don't always have to predict your PLL by thinking, okay, is it an adjacent swap, diag swap, or our corner is going to be solved, and then trying to track bars or edges. I'm actually just going to show you how to track bars this time. So right off the bat, I see this bar here, and all it's going to do is move over here. So the R is not going to affect it. The U will just put it over here, and then R prime F, it's not going to change anything. Also, I see that this corner is going to end up over here, so I'll have a 1x3 bar. And I know that because the U is going to move the sticker over here, and then the R prime F will put the sticker over here. So I'm going to have a blue bar on the left, a 1x3 bar. And then I also see that the R is going to put this corner over here, and it's going to stay next to this edge for the rest of it. So I'm going to have reds here, blues here, so all my corners are solved. This is going to be a bar, and then this is going to be opposites. So you should be able to tell exactly which U-perm this is. So this practice technique is extremely effective, and I highly encourage you guys to try it out for yourselves and see just how good it really can be. Because, like I said, I have achieved really good results in doing this, and I believe you can too. So if you try this method out, then definitely tell me in the comments and tell me how well this worked for you, because I'd really like to see how other people improve with this method. I can achieve really good results with it, but other people might not be able to, and so I'd really like to hear what you guys think of this. Also, if you have any questions, then leave those in the comments as well. So that's about it for this video. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this in the future, then make sure to subscribe. As always, thanks for watching.